Hi, friends, and welcome to the 38th annual Ashland Interfaith Thanksgiving celebration. I'm Gene Burnett, and I will be your host as well as representing Taoism a little bit later in the program. So, the way this usually works is on Thursday morning, Thanksgiving morning, we gather at usually at Wesley Hall, which is a big meeting hall here in Ashland at one of the local churches, and we we invite people of different faith traditions to come and give a short presentation on that year's theme. They often include music, but they don't have to. This year, like last year, due to the pandemic, we're trying something a bit different. So we've asked our presenters, who will be representing different faith traditions, to make videos. And sometimes I shot the video for them if they didn't have the capacity to do that. And by the time you see this, I will have compiled a YouTube playlist, which will be linked in the description below. If you just click on this playlist, all the videos will play in sequence through till the end. So if you've already found that playlist and you're watching it, you don't have to do anything. One video after another will just automatically play. I won't be introducing each presenter. They'll do that themselves. And at the end of the playlist, I'll be back with a closing video to kind of wrap things up. So before we get started with the presentations, there's a couple of things that we do at the celebration that maybe I thought we could do a home version of. So the first thing we do is that we ask people to turn and greet somebody that they don't know, someone nearby them, sitting nearby them, and just say hi to that person and perhaps give that person a chance to experience a little community, a little connection, a little humanity, see yourself in someone else. So please, if you feel like it, turn to the person next to you or the pet next to you, or if you're by yourself, maybe turn to yourself and say hello to this person, even though you probably already know them, or at least you think you know them. Say hello to them as if you didn't know them. If you're by yourself, greet yourself as if you didn't know yourself. Try that and wrap your head around that one. So say hi. Hi. Another thing we like to do is to ask people to call out things that they're grateful for in the spirit of Thanksgiving. So these can be small things like cranberry juice, which I am grateful for, or big things like the First Amendment of the United States Constitution. So if you feel it, go ahead and call out something that you feel grateful for today. You can do it out loud or you can do it in your head, whatever works. Dogs, love, music. I'll give you a few seconds to call out a few things if you like. Okay. Now, a last thing that we do is that when the presenters come up and do their presentations, we usually have a table with a big candle in front and little candles around the back. The big one's lit, the little ones are not. So people do their presentation, then they come with the candle, light it off the big one and put it back in the circle, and then we invite everybody to say, we honor or we give thanks for the Buddhist tradition or the Christian tradition or the Native American tradition, whatever tradition just gave their thing. So if you feel it, after someone gives their presentation, like after I do my Taoist presentation, you can say, we give thanks to the Taoist tradition, if you feel it. So our theme this year is recovering. We all suffer from loss and trauma as we live our lives, but over the past couple of years, it seems like this pace has accelerated a little. So between us, we here in Ashland area had some terrible fires last summer, in addition to the pandemic and all the disruption that that's been causing. So between us, we've suffered loss of income, loss of our way of life, loss of loved ones, loss of our homes, our possessions, our health, our sense of safety, even loss of friendships. So recovering from these kinds of losses can take time. And so we asked our presenters to answer this question: how does your tradition help you with recovering? What does your tradition say about difficult times that helps you with life as we find it now? So I'm going to start us off with a little welcome song that I wrote called You Are Welcome Here. And then we will proceed with the presentations. could use some lyrics to help me with my aging brain. You, with your restless heart, you, with your battle scars, you, with your missing parts, you are welcome here. You, with your shifting load, you, with your winding road, you, with your sacred code, you are welcome here. You can come as you are, you can be as you are, the way that you be. You can open your fear. You are welcome here. You, with your endless tears, you, with your childhood fears, you, with your missing years, you are welcome here. You can want what you want, you can say what you want, you can say it to me. You can see what you see, you can say what you see, you can say it to me. You can open your fear. With your naked eyes, you, with your tongue untied, you, and your sacrifice, you are welcome here. You are welcome here. Thank you for listening if you have been. Okay, so let's get started. Remember, to see the next chapter in this year's Thanksgiving Interfaith celebration, just click on the playlist link in the description and it will just play out for you. I'll be back a little bit later to do a presentation on Taoism. And do keep in mind that our presenters are by no means covering the full breadth and depth of Ashland's or the world's spiritual traditions. These are just the folks we were able to reach who were willing to make videos. We're not trying to be absolutely comprehensive, just more of a sampler of just some of the spiritual practices and cultures around Ashland. So let's get started. Thanks very much for listening, and happy Thanksgiving.